Okay, then fine. We'll start it off. Okay, Jagdish.
Okay. Intro start ಮಾಡು.
Yeah, ನೀನು intro ಕೊಡು, ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ share screen ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Okay. Hi folks, after a long time we are meeting. I can't express this in my words. It has been 4 months we didn't meet, we didn't gather together. Yeah, but the spirit is same. It has remained the same, and we'll definitely set the yes. Okay, sorry, not setting in fire, but we'll surely meet the expectation what you have in this chapter 2 also. So from today we are starting the chapter 2 of team brainstorming session. I thank all the participants and all my teammates. Because of you we have reached this stage. It's wonderful. Yeah, actually I'm not getting words to express my happiness, because we are studying again, second round, chapter 2, whatever you call. Yes. Okay, without wasting your time, let us begin today's session. So today's session will be presented by me, Jagdish, and my teammate Soujan Poojari. So over to Soujan Poojari. Please express yourself, Soujan. Tell something about brainstorming session, and then lead the session, today's session. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Jagdish. Thank you for your kind intro. It was a very beautiful intro. So I'm very happy to be back in the brainstorming sessions. It has been a long time since we have done any sessions. So, okay, due to some issues, we have just made the chats like you can just chat to me. Okay, you can directly chat to me. So if you have any doubts, you can put in the chat box. So, if you have not seen the presentation at some seconds ago, you don't know, right? So the topic today I'll be talking is related to our everyday life. So this device we'll be using in our everyday life. So in olden days, keeping food fresh was pretty tough job. People used to do salt. People used to keep their food in the salt, or they could they would keep in the ice. Then an innovation and big innovation came, that was refrigerators. So our topic is about our today's session, or our today's topic is about refrigeration and refrigerators. So basically, what is a refrigerator? Everyone knows that refrigerator is a home appliance consisting of thermally insulated section and a heat pump that transfers heat from its inside to its external environment, so that its inside is cooled to the temperature inside the room temperature. Refrigerator works by causing the refrigerant circulating inside them to change from liquid to gas. This process, called evaporation, cools the surrounding area and produces the desired effect. Yeah, I know these aeroplanes will be flying in your head. I'll tell you the simple one. The simple word, or the simple definition for the refrigerator, is device used to maintain your food at a lower temperature. That's all. No blah blah blah, nothing. Just a sentence. Device used to maintain low temperature, your food at a low temperature. So you have been using the refrigerators from the past. I think from your childhood you have been seeing refrigerators, but we don't know the history and what is refrigerator. We call it as fridge. So some people may be like, what is the refrigerator? So it's basically fridge, and fridges are called as refrigerator. So as I told, refrigerator is nothing but a device which keeps your food fresh at the lower temperature. Refrigerator works by causing refrigerant circulating inside them changes from liquid into gas. This process is called evaporation. I think everybody have been learned evaporation in your childhood. That is solid converting into solid. If we eat solid, it becomes liquid, and if we eat liquid, it becomes gas, and gas evaporates. That is evaporation. So I'm going to the next point. So 1 second. Okay. So we talked about refrigerator, but what is its history? Does anyone know what is its history? We'll be using refrigerators every day, but we won't know its history. So in 1740s, the first form of artificial refrigerator was invented by William Cullen, a Scottish scientist. Cullen showed how the rapid heating of liquid to gas can change in cooling. This is the principle behind refrigeration that still remains today. So, the first in 1740s, Scottish scientist named William Cullen. Okay, he first invented like artificial refrigeration. He showed up like rapid heating of liquid to gas can result in cooling. Like heating of liquid to gas can result in cooling. So he showed that process. This principle is behind the refrigeration till today. And if you have seen your houses, this principle is used still today. So artificial refrigeration began in mid 1750s and developed in the early 1800s. In 1834, the first working vapor compression refrigeration system was built. The first commercial ice making machine was invented in 1854. So basically, in 1834, the first fridge or the refrigerator came, but we didn't have that freezer type what we will keep our ice creams or any like non-veg items like fish or chicken in that. It was not there. So in 1854, it came into existence. So in 1834, American inventor Jacob Perkins, living in London at the time, he was living in London at the time, built the first world's working vapor compression refrigerator system using ether in a closed cycle. This was the first modern refrigerator, but this did not succeed in commercially. It was a flop in the industry. So coming to the next point. So from that time, I'm saying like refrigeration. What is this refrigeration? Refrigeration, it is defined as the process of removing heat from a substance under control condition and reducing and maintaining the temperature of a body below the temperature and its surrounding by the aid of external work. So literally it means the method of reducing temperature of a system below surrounding temperature and maintaining it by continuously abstracting heat from it. So refrigeration means reducing temperature, and how it reduces the temperature? By abstracting it. That's all. So principles of refrigeration. In refrigeration, heat is removed continuously from a system at a lower temperature and transfers heat to the surrounding at a higher temperature. So according to the second law of thermodynamics, external work is required to convey heat from cold body to hot body. Therefore, in refrigeration, power is required to cool the space below the atmospheric temperature. So if you don't know what is thermodynamics, means if you are studying in engineering, then or else about if you want to study more about this refrigerator means, then you would study it in if you're studying engineering means you would study it in first sem or the second sem, that is mechanical, where you have a subject called mechanical elements of mechanical engineering, where you would study this refrigerator part. And if you want to study about thermodynamics, it would come in third sem, that is you will have a chapter called thermodynamics if you are a mechanical branch. Well, our JVM would know rather than me. So coming to the refrigerant. What is refrigerant? The medium or working substance that continuously extracts heat from the space within the refrigerator, which is to be kept cool at temperature less than atmospheric by rejecting heat to atmosphere is called refrigeration. So basically what it means is, when heat flows from high temperature to low temperature, it doesn't need any, it will flow by itself. But when it want to flow from low temperature to high temperature, it should do some work. That work is called as gas. But we, proud engineers or scientists, call it as a refrigerant. In other words, when we eat not EAT, HEAT, when we eat solid, it becomes hello. So sorry guys, I had some network issue, so it just went out of the call. So am I audible? Can you? Hello, am I audible? Please, anyone reply? Yeah, yeah. Please, can you please respond? JVM, please respond. Please
Okay, you
deliver.
have turned on the mic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm able to hear you.
Yeah, thank you for responding.
Problem. Please continue. Please
Yeah,
continue.
yeah. Thanks for responding to this.
Yeah, yeah.
Is the people connected? Okay. So I was telling that. So I'll tell again. Okay, so 1 second is the recording. Okay, recording. No issues. Okay, so I'll start again in the refrigerant part because due to some unknowable circumstances, I got a call in middle, so I got out of network. So, okay, refrigerant, the medium or working substance that continuously extracts heat from the space within the refrigerator, which is to be kept at cool temperature, less than the atmospheric. By rejecting it to the atmosphere is called refrigeration. Okay, so when a heat flows from HEAT flows from higher temperature to the lower temperature, it will flow itself. But when it want to flow from lower temperature to higher temperature, it needs to do some work. For example, it's easy to get if you are getting 100 marks, it's easy to get 60 marks. But if you are getting 60 marks, it's very tough to get 100 marks. You need to do some work. Yeah, here also it needs some work. That work is called as gas, but we engineers, proud engineers, scientists call it as refrigerant. So when we eat a solid, it becomes liquid, and when we eat a liquid, it becomes vapor or gas. So, and vice versa. If I extract that gas and eat it, it becomes liquid, and I again extract that gas from the liquid, it becomes solid. So this process is called as refrigerant. So commonly used refrigerant are NH3, that is ammonia, CO2, carbon dioxide, air, R11, that is trichloromonofluoromethane. So that's all from my side. So next slide will be continuing my dearest friend Jagdish. So Jagdish, please take over. Thank you. Wait.